This year, at this AGM, ACIC decided that it wanted to invite a Southern partner, an authentic voice from the South. Canadian Crossroads, of which I am the regional director, this might seem a little bit like conflict of interest at the moment. Anyway, presented the idea of having Netsai Mushonga come. Netsai is a partner organization of Canadian Crossroads. The organization is called the Women's Coalition of Zimbabwe. It's an organization of 40 members covering a very broad spectrum of women's organizations, national women's organizations. It has a national office in Harare, and it has 9 chapters, one in each province. There are 9 provinces in Zimbabwe. The Women's Coalition has been associated with Canadian Crossroads for about 3 years, although it's been very difficult given the circumstances in Zimbabwe to do direct work there, but we have managed to keep in touch with them and to support some of their work. Netsai has been a long-time worker and activist. She has a degree in social sciences. She's done numerous courses in gender. She has also done work on peace building, building communities. When the African Union asked Thabo Mbeki of South Africa to intervene in the conflict in Zimbabwe, she participated in meetings with him on behalf of the women of Zimbabwe. That period of time, pre- and post-election in Zimbabwe, was a pretty horrific time. And the women of Zimbabwe, in my estimation, totally biased, played a remarkable role in trying to help one another and bring stability in a situation where there was a great deal of violence. Besides being the coordinator of, which she has been for 6 years, of the Women's Coalition of Zimbabwe, she has also served on an organization called the Women Peacemakers Program. She was on the board of the African desk. This program is part of a wider program that's called the International Fellowship of Reconciliation that's based in the Netherlands. She also served on their board. So she's going to talk about how she is also a mother of 2 girls, one 17 and one 11. 13. Sorry, 13. And she's married. Exactly. So I'd like you to welcome Netsai on behalf of the Women's Coalition. We're very happy to have her. It's another story, and I won't go into it, but it was rather difficult to get her here. The Canadian Embassy in Harare made a great many demands on both our organizations for documentation and bank accounts and a great deal, even though she's a well-known figure in the country and has children to return to. I just had to say that. So I'd like very much to welcome Netsai, and I'm sure you'll get a lot out of her talk. And when she finishes, we'll have a little time for questions before we start the party.